Hello. I'm Carole White and I'm the CEO of Premier. I'm good at my job. I'm very good at negotiating. I can lose my temper, which is bad. And I say what I think, and I really do. If there's something wrong with a girl, I will say, your hair's the wrong colour, or you need to cut it. I'm like that, and I'm right. My favourite memory is in Accra. A big whale got drifted ashore and died, and they're absolutely enormous. And my brother and I, when the whale had died and all its flesh had been eaten by the seagulls or whoever eats them, we used to climb with our friends all over the bones. So it was like climbing over a statue. I think that was probably the biggest fun, to actually be a British child on a beach climbing over a whale bone. Or lots of whale bones. I was a dreadful model. I was 5'8", which in the real world isn't tall enough really to be an international model. I realised quite quickly I was never going to make a fortune at this job. So I went to work for a temping agency because I had been forced by my parents to do a secretarial course. I did actually work for the Beatles at one point. Anyway, that's just a story. Then I went to work for part of this company in their exhibition department, and I had to find pretty girls to do the motor show or Ideal Home or something like that, and all they needed was to be pretty and have a character, so it wasn't about height, and I was really good at it. And then one day I saw an advert to go and work at Lucy Clayton's model agency, so I went for an interview, and lo and behold I got the job. And I got taught how to be a model agent, which is quite difficult because it's fast. Even in those days it was fast, but we didn't have computers then, everything was written. That's really what started me off. I think it influences everyone when we all look at girls on the runway or we look at magazines. You digest that knowledge, you don't realise that you've actually ingested all that, and I think that's why fashion is so special, because it influences you tremendously. I've had the privilege of working with just about every supermodel there was in the 80s, 90s. Naomi Campbell, Christy Turlington, everyone really, and that really influences you on how you would like to look, but you probably can't. The thing about those models was they all had a character. They were strong women having a tremendous joy of life in how they dressed, how they performed, everything. So they were very confident women. That's something to watch, you know. It's great working with your family, and it's also awful. I swear at them a lot. I can, because they're my family. How do I balance it? With great care, I suppose. I'm very proud of this agency, and it's evolved. I've just got such a good team. We're all striving to stay on top. I'm very proud of Premier. It's an astonishing place to work. I love every day. I'm the first in the morning. What I love is the change. You never know what's going to happen. Here, everyone's like part of my family, and I do a lot of the fighting for the other agents because they're of a generation that do not like to talk. But I was taught to talk. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. Often I win. Negotiation is actually probably the most thrilling thing if you win. It's how you present things to your client, and the client will go, yes, but, and you go, yeah, but if we did that, you know, so you have a solution for everything. And I think negotiation is actually pretty heavy and far out. I don't think it's hindered my career, swearing. Whenever I interview anyone, I always tell them I swear, and if you can't get on with that, I say I don't mean it, but I do. The best piece of business advice I was ever given was from an accountant who said, whatever you do, never give shares away. If you have to, they have to buy them at a high price. Awesome. Thank you for watching me, and see you later, alligator.